Welcome to the Lily Pad Podcast. My name is April. I'm your host. It's Friday night, and I'm looking at one of the most beautiful people I know. Hello, Sawa.
Hello, April.
Did I catch you off guard with
That
that?
was just so sweet.
Well, you know what
It
happens.
was like the nicest thing.
It's true.
I know you're so
It's
sweet
very
to
easy
me.
to speak to the truth. Well, you're sweet to me because I'm looking at all the snacks you brought
Sweets
me.
I brought you. Yikes.
She brought me, she brought us Starburst Minis,
the Reds.
the Reds, M&M Peanut, and good old-fashioned Cape Cod chips.
Which are excellent for the mic, I feel like.
They really are good. It's a
They're
kettle,
better than some of the other ones because they have that kind of crunch.
It's a kettle chip.
Yeah, something about kettle chips.
It's a Friday Night Ladies Lounge, ASMR, but we're going to talk about some really fun stuff tonight, embarrassing stuff.
Because someone's doing something crazy this week.
I mean, next week.
Well, I feel like it's this week coming up to me because I'm already in the mode of, I only have 2 days off and then I have to go back to work. So that's how I'm viewing it.
I
But
getcha.
yes,
I getcha.
next week.
And we're discussing the fact that April here is going into the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a procedure.
Routine, folks, routine. Don't panic.
Yeah. I'm going to be gender neutral. I'm getting neutered
Yay,
on Tuesday.
gender neutral.
Mom really hates the fact that actually it's spayed because I'm a girl, right?
Oh.
I think I had it wrong.
You getting spayed?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be...
Are you going to be non-binary now?
I guess so. I'm like,
You're going to change everything out?
gender fluid.
Gender fluid.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Doesn't matter, actually. That's what I hear.
And it's fine because, Ooh, someone messaged me. Oh, Mom. She's so cute.
She's just checking on you.
She's checking on me. She loves...
I know.
She's getting used to her new phone, by the way.
Oh, she likes the new phone.
She hates it, but...
Oh, she hates it.
Well, she hated the last iPhone
I
she had, but
believe it.
once you get used to it...
I
'cause
know, it takes a
the
while.
old phone had the little button at the bottom.
Doesn't have
This
any of it
doesn't have
anymore.
that.
I know she has to get past that.
Yeah, it's
It's
the whole-
hard.
The new movements.
I know, I don't love it
So
either.
she's nervous that maybe if she
You
does
get
it wrong,
used to it, though.
she might delete an app. I'm like, oh, just put it right back on. But let's go back to the fact that April's going to
They don't delete anymore.
They don't?
Nope.
Oh, that's right, because how do you delete the apps from the phone then?
You don't. It just says remove them from the home screen.
Oh,
It's a pain. I haven't been able to figure out how to get rid of some of them yet.
it sounds like that.
Uh-huh.
So I was telling Sarah right before we turned the mics on about, now I've had my share of surgeries.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some boob surgeries. I'm going to have another boob
I
surgery.
know, you're so lucky, all these boob surgeries.
No, it's not lucky.
I need to get into
This
that.
is not lucky.
No, okay.
I never asked.
Well, they'll
For
be
the-
perky.
They're always going to be perky. I will never
I'm
drown.
jealous of that.
My boobs are flotation devices.
Oh, my God.
But we're not going to get into that's a whole other episode. But yes, April has had multiple breast surgeries, but that's because we had issues when we were growing up and
I
blah,
know
blah,
why.
blah. But, I
Yes, the
have
listeners
I
don't.
have implants, and it was not by choice. Just saying.
I understand.
Yeah. But anyway, so the whole hysterectomy thing. So, you talk about how when you go in for a procedure, and anybody who's had an operation will understand that there is no privacy once you go in there.
Nope.
There really isn't.
None.
None. I mean, because you're sedated, then you're out cold. And
They don't care, though.
No, it's they're
so
not
used to it.
they're not looking at you like, oh my God. They're just looking at you as a patient that they need to take care of.
Exactly.
And it's it falls under the same umbrella when I went to school for massage, and I had people used to tell me, oh, I don't want to get on your table. I don't want you to see me like that. And I was like, listen, I'm not looking at you like that. I'm looking at you as a person.
doing my job here, folks.
Looking at you as a person on my table and how I can turn you into putty.
That's right.
I can't really hear you, honey. You got to fix your microphone.
Didn't want the bag near it, which is why I moved it.
That's okay.
It's
like
really
a
loud.
Bag ASMR.
That's true. You're right.
Bagsmer. If you put the two words together.
That sounds almost wrong.
It really does sound wrong.
Yeah.
But no, I'm really glad you're here. We got another foot of snow. It's
Yeah, craziness.
literally snowing all day.
So sick of it.
Two days ago, I was wearing my flip-flops and shorts outside.
Yeah, Wednesday. Wednesday was good.
Oh, it was great.
Such a good day. I had on my Birkenstocks. My feet were happy. They weren't mad at me.
Oh, your feet weren't mad?
Oh,
No, that's
but they're
good.
really mad at me, so I'm going to the doctor on Monday.
Oh,
The foot.
the foot.
The foot
Oh,
is having a lot of problems.
oh, that's not good.
Yeah, no.
Do you
I
think
can
you'll have to have
barely
another
walk
surgery?
on it.
We have to have another procedure.
I hope not. There's a there's a couple things they can do. Some kind of thing where they can freeze it, or like the
foot?
needling is a
Ow.
bit. Yes, I don't like that concept.
Well,
But
don't-
I can barely walk on the ball of my foot now. There's like a nerve that pings off every time I step.
I'm just saying, and I really can't sound like I was all afraid of you saying needling because I've had acupuncture. And
This is different.
No,
This
no.
is not the same as acupuncture. Very painful.
Will you be out cold when they do it?
When they needle people's feet?
Ow.
No, you don't know.
They numb you though, right?
I don't know about that. The one that this thing can get done, I guess they shoot it up with something that might freeze the bundle
Uh-huh.
and kind of end whatever it's doing. Because I guess the surgery they do on this may not actually be effective and can cause more problems. So I'm kind
Oh.
of like not really psyched about a surgery concept. But yeah, I think I really messed up my foot by having surgery on it. I think I
Well,
made it worse.
That sucks, actually.
I know. It really does.
I really have nothing to say
I know.
other than that.
There's nothing I can do about it either now. I'm just, the only thing that came good out of it was I got rid of Tony.
Well, then actually, that was really good.
I guess, but if I can't walk in the rest of my life, that'll be a problem.
I'll carry you
Thanks.
with my bad knee.
I'm
and
going to need a
bad
golf
hand.
cart.
We talked about golf carts before.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to be in Florida at a gated community with a
I
pimped
know.
out golf cart.
But I'm going to have to stop eating shit like this because if I can't do physical activity because my foot hurts too much,
Oh,
I can't go to the gym.
this is actually gone after this week
Yeah,
because I went to
stop.
my holistic doctor.
And they said,
He wants me to avoid sugars, but that's with most doctors. But because I'm on the cholesterol medicine, he did tell me that sometimes these cholesterol medicines can make you at a higher risk for diabetes.
oh, yes, they can.
So, and after my surgery next week, which let me just say in a nutshell, women, ladies, all of you out there, I don't care how much you hate going to see the doctor, just stay on top of your women's health. I didn't see my doctor since maybe 2013. That was a big problem on my part. That was my fault. There's no cancer. Everything is normal.
Good.
It could have been worse, but I have the fibroids and
You
whatnot.
waited too long.
And I've waited too long to realize, what needed to be done. So,
Yeah.
so needless to say, and I'm at my age, I'm starting to go through that whole, the change.
Oh, you're going to be through the change now.
Well, I'm already in it, so this
You're
just,
100%.
it's
going to
really really finish off what hasn't surfaced yet with that.
Uh-huh.
So can't wait for that. I told my mother she should probably move out.
It could be
She
It could be
should-
very interesting.
She should probably go
Right?
somewhere for her safety.
I was thinking it could be a very interesting situation here at the home.
interesting or scary because I feel bad for her right now.
I said interesting because I'm trying to be nice.
I mean, I feel bad for her now. Forget about being full blown.
My foot is completely numb, so I'm just going to put it up here.
Oh,
It goes completely out.
that's not good.
Yep, I haven't been able to go to the gym and do anything impact
Well, here, let
because the minute I do it, my foot goes out and I can't walk on it.
I'm going to move the food closer to you. Oh, I got to tell them what happened with the minis. So poor Sarah here. She gets these Starburst minis, and she opens them up, and she takes a few, and she puts the bag onto my desk,
That's a standing bag.
and the standing bag decided to
No,
tip over,
not stand.
and about 57 of these little minis went rogue.
They did. It was a rogue. They were rogue pink things everywhere.
They went all over my floor,
Yep.
but we picked them up in less than a minute, so...
We're okay. We ate them all, just
Oh,
so you
they're
guys
gone.
know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There was no sugar abuse.
Yeah, no, the waste not, want not.
We would
Did I
not.
say that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I said before, when we were talking about it, there was a scientific study. A couple of students, they did a whole study on the whole 5-second rule. You have more than 5 seconds with a hard surface, so you have at least 60 seconds to get that stuff off the ground.
There you go. Fast. We're
Yeah.
fast. No fooling around here.
Yeah, and I'm a fluffy girl, so I'll eat that shit fast.
I'm
No, you're not
fluffy
fluffy.
in places.
You're not fluffy.
I'm going to continue to get
You're-
fluffy because I can't go to the gym.
You're little.
So my My
she
gym
almost,
my
she almost dropped the
I know,
chips
I almost
everywhere.
dropped the chips. My gym membership is up at the end of this month. My
Was
year
it-
contract.
I thought it was March.
No, it's April 1st. I realized. I had to look, but it's April
So
1st.
the end of next month, you mean?
Next month is Tuesday, so
Well, yeah. Let's not.
to me it's a month.
Okay. Well, let's just hold off. It's not next month yet. Next month is Tuesday when my surgery. We're still in February.
It's barely February.
I still have time.
It's the 25th,
I still have time to escape.
right?
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
But that's okay. Then just do what you said before. You're gonna do like every so often you could pay by class or something.
Yeah, I could do that. I have to cancel it with them anyway. Apparently I have to write like a letter and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it's not easy to cancel memberships,
No, I guess not.
but do it now so that they don't get you for April.
So anyway, I haven't been able to go because I can't, like, every time I went to any of the classes that were cardio or I was like doing anything impact, my whole foot goes out in the middle of the class.
Holy crap! No, can I ask you? Can you get another opinion? I mean, clearly this doctor didn't do you any good.
No, this is a different doctor.
Oh, this is different doctor than who did the surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
No, that guy's in Somerville. I'm not going all the way the fuck down there. I'm too far.
Screw that.
And I'm not happy with the outcome. So why would I go there?
I'll tell you. I know the place I went to with my hand. I really like them.
I'm going back to the same office that did my neck and my shoulders. They have a podiatrist there.
Yeah,
That's their surgery doctor. And my friend Christy, who's actually from the gym,
yeah.
she grew up in Methuen. She just had foot surgery with him.
Oh wow.
So when she told me that the pain was so bad and none of the meds he had given her were working, and he gave her morphine in a pill, I was like, oh, this is the person I want to go to.
Wait. Morphine in a pill?
Yep. So when mine wasn't working,
Wow.
and I called him and told him I couldn't get any relief,
Yeah.
and I was just turning pink from the medicines he gave me, which means I'm allergic to it and it wasn't working. That's basically what that means.
Oh, okay.
He told me to take more of it.
I'm not laughing because I think it's funny.
No, I know, right?
That's
all he
that's
said.
That's insane.
And this person like actually gave her something because the pain's so bad you should be in the hospital. It's like that bad. You shouldn't be out of the hospital if it's that bad. But they only do a day surgery for it.
Have they done any recent X-rays to see if there's any kind of fracture or anything?
I've had it x-rayed by another foot doctor
Mm-hmm.
like 6 months ago. She said it healed fine. And she said if I didn't like the hardware, I could get it taken out, but she wouldn't do it.
Oh, what would happen if you had the hardware taken out?
I don't know, but I'm afraid to do anything to it because
don't blame you.
It's so painful.
Yeah.
The most painful surgery I've ever had in my entire life, and I've had 5.
Jesus, that's crazy.
Anything from here down.
Yeah, I remember we talked
My
about that.
PT guy told me that. He's like, because you're
Yep.
all that blood's rushing there all the time. It's constantly inflamed, and weight's on everything.
I'll tell you, that's what I keep thinking about
It's
after
scary.
my surgery on Tuesday. Everybody's saying, you're going to feel a lot better, blah, blah,
You
blah.
are.
And I've been told that my circulation is probably going to increase, which
You might.
means my metabolism might even change.
Yep.
My energy levels are going to
Yeah,
change.
you might.
Because honestly, I don't know how long or how many years it's been.
Going on?
I mean, I had fibroids when I was younger, but they were small, nothing really to worry about. But
Well, you haven't been there since 2013, so it's fair to assume that this
Oh,
could
of
have been
course.
going on for the last 7 years.
oh, it's been going on my whole life.
No,
since
but I
was in
mean
my 20s.
bad now.
That's,
Like,
what, that's what I'm saying, right? Exactly. Like, I knew they were small when I was in my 20s, but God knows when they started getting out
this
of
might
control.
really make a difference in your life.
It's going to make a huge difference. So, all this kind of snacking and stuff is gone because I really need to focus on a lot of health things, and we're going to be doing a lot of health discussions on the podcast because it's huge. But this is,
There's a gut protocol thing coming out from Beachbody on March 15th that Autumn
Oh,
started.
that's my mother's birthday.
Yeah, so it's coming out early access, but
Yeah.
she created this thing called 4-week gut protocol because she has a lot of food sensitivities
Yeah.
that she had to discover on her own because she was always having some kind of stomach issue or something. She just didn't feel
Yeah.
as good as she could have every day. I mean, she works out like a fiend, and certainly was eating okay because that's what she does for a living. She's a fitness
Right.
person. But when she So she decided that she needed to like implement it for everybody in the world.
Yeah.
And it is an elimination diet. Like you have to actually start with like really nothing. And the program that they give you to go with it, if you're going to do any working out, is no impact. Like none. So you're not overdoing it while you're trying to do that.
Sitting is the no impact.
No, she just doesn't do any jumping, nothing.
That would be me right now with my knee. I can't do any kind of real jumping.
She would do not. It would be nothing that you could do.
Yeah. They even say
whatever you could do in this program, you could do with your knee. That's the kind of program she created.
Yeah.
Because if you're eliminating all that stuff and you're being like really careful with your diet,
yep.
You're not taking in a ton of carbs probably. So because you had to figure that out, and you eat carbs to be able to work out. So she tried to keep it really light. And I guess people are saying that their bloating's down and stuff like that were really bothering them. Some people are feeling lighter and better every day. And
I also notice when I have less gluten in my diet, I start to feel better in my joints, like huge. I actually just bought, and I like gluten-free bread. Oh, and there's a certain one that I like that I can't always find at the market near my house.
Dave's Killer?
What?
Is it one of the Dave's Killers or something like that?
I don't know. It's frozen.
Oh, all right.
I don't remember the name of it, actually. But
Udi?
No, it's not Udi.
Because they're frozen.
Mm-hmm. But the market near my house, they don't always have the one I like. So they have like a little section that they have the like rolls and certain ones that aren't frozen. Yep. I said, you know what? I'm going to try this one. It's like it's an artisan one that's got like flax seeds and like pumpkin seeds, like seeds in it. And it's really good. And I made a piece of toast.
Is it gluten free?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll let you try it. You could try that in the gluten full bread that I made today.
That's amazing. Well, I love Ezekiel bread.
I haven't tried
that.
That
one. Is gluten, but it's but the difference is it's sprouted, so it's a
different.
They make the grain the way they used to make grain before they processed it. So you're getting it sprouted from the garden, and that's how they use it. It's not processed, so I don't think it bothers your stomach the same way as like the processed.
It's like the next best thing to gluten free, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and it's like it's thin.
Yeah,
so you can eat like one of them or two of them or something, and it's in any diet you can have because it's so thin.
Yeah,
and it makes really good toast. It's like that perfect toast type of.
Well, the gluten free bread that I like to buy, and my mom actually made a grilled cheese with ham in it today. And I made toast. Gluten-free bread is excellent for toast.
Good for toast, yes.
And it's excellent for grilled cheese.
Yeah, is it?
So good. And
really?
The other thing I like about these gluten-free breads is that the pieces are smaller. So it's not
right.
Really
they always are, yeah.
But if you ever notice you use a regular loaf bread, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's not that it's not good, but it's not that crunchy because you put the butter on it and you know, and it's still delicious, don't get me wrong. But this is so much more crunchy. It holds the crunch.
Yes, that's what it is.
And it's soft.
Well, the Ezekiel one's like that, only it's not gluten-free.
Yeah.
So it's good. But, I think I kind of want to do this and follow through because I want to see
keep me posted
if there are things that because in the past I have cut out dairy because they told me to or whatever, but I'm wondering how much more there is to this than
I'll tell you, I know
everyone else's.
I know my body tells me when I have milk. Like I can have, I can have cream and sugar in a hot cup of coffee, and it doesn't typically bother me.
It's not enough of it. That's why.
Right, but if I drink a glass of milk, forget it.
Ice cream.
Ice cream
kills me.
I like the dairy-free ice cream.
I know
that, and then I do the almond milk in my iced coffee now.
Yep.
I actually don't like cream and sugar in iced coffee anymore
because you're used to it.
Yeah.
Well, like that's one thing she does is she uses all of the anything vegan. She can't have any dairy, I guess.
I'm going to put my lights on. I didn't put any of my lights on for you tonight.
I just figured I'm over here. I might as well put a few of them on.
Yeah.
They're pretty.
They are cute.
She has very pretty lights, folks. Someday when she records all this, you'll be able to see it.
Yes. We are going to be working on how we can get this to be a complete video. Mm-hmm. I want it to be video. And like I said, we'll do the audio as well because we'll have the audio for Spreaker and whatnot.
I agreed.
No. She's trying to take pictures of me. I'm unshowered.
Who's going to know? She's very difficult.
The camera does not like me. Ugh. You know that age-old phrase where the camera adds 10 pounds on you? It's like there's 5 cameras on me. So
shut the fuck up.
Were you going to say shut the fuck up and shut the front door and you kind of combine them?
said fuck because I remembered I could say it on here.
Because I thought you said fuck.
I always forget that I, like, once I say it, I'm like, wait, am I allowed to say that word? Oh, yeah, that's right, I can.
You could say anything.
I know, I just forget.
Yeah.
don't know why.
Yeah, it's like, how many cameras are actually on you? Remember what Chandler said that to Monica on Friends?
Mm-hmm.
The prom video. It's the He's Her Lobster video.
Oh, my God. He's her lobster.
I love when I send you the Friends clips during the day when I know you're working and probably having a crappy day. I'm like, I'm going to send her this to make her laugh.
Yeah. Sometimes I do have a crappy day.
Which is, well, you always have. Well, you know.
I feel like Monday and Tuesday won't be so bad, but I do have to go to the doctor, so I have to leave and go back. Plus, the play is in less than 3 weeks.
Good Lord.
And I'm fucking panicking.
That's a long time.
I am not ready.
No.
No.
Oh, my God. I have to do the audio for you.
We are not ready. I have nothing ready. I'm not ready.
That's okay. I never even did the recording. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to do that this weekend.
I still have to record the McCarthy voice.
I was practicing. I was actually reading the audio to Max last week.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just sitting there with his little head cocked off to the side like, what?
It's going to be, I'm like nervous.
Yeah.
I'm really nervous.
I can't see them for like 3 weeks after Monday. At least 3 weeks. I'm going to be so upset.
I hope you can come to the play.
I hope I can.
You should be able to get out by then.
Well,
the
yeah.
19th of March
Probably.
is the Saturday night one. And the 20th is the Sunday. You can do the 20th.
Typically, it's 2 weeks without driving. That's going to drive me crazy, but that's all
You should
right.
probably come to the Sunday one because by then it'll probably be okay.
Yeah. There'll be nobody
They'll
there.
mess it up so many different times before that. Maybe the Sunday one might be the best one.
It'll be the perfect performance. I can't wait for Sunday. Jeff is really excited.
I know. I'm happy for him.
Can't wait for you to actually meet him.
Does he always play with them?
No, this is his first time with them.
Oh, that's really great.
He's played in another orchestra. It was all string instruments.
Yeah.
This is an actual full
Philharmonic.
No,
That's
Philharmonic.
so cool. Good for him.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have money for you.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I have a $20 bill somewhere. Oh, it's
Yeah.
upstairs. You'll have to remind me.
Do you have
on
the
my way
money for
out.
the bottle? No, just, you know what, Colin?
No.
Don't worry about that.
What?
The money for the bottle. You just bought me snacks.
I have. Give it to you. I will give it to you.
You bought me snacks.
I went door dashing last night with Patrick.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Oh, so we made the promo that he wanted.
yeah.
But oh my gosh, the 2 nights, just because we took whatever orders just to get the 15 orders in that you needed to do. Such garbage. No tips. Barely made anything off the actual
Really?
runs. We got sent all the way to Drake It at one point. I was so ticked. Every time you get
Drake
sent,
it. Why would you go?
it's Chipotle. They
No.
are the worst to go for. I can't
No.
stand it because it comes through the merchant, so you can't even see what they get. They send you from wherever. Like
it comes through the what?
so. I think Chipotle gets orders and then they call DoorDash. That's how it works instead.
Oh, really?
Yes, I hate that. Because then you don't know what you're getting, and then they also have like deals with DoorDash. So a burrito, they only give you $2 if you deliver a burrito, and people won't give you tip. So it's $2
Wow.
to drive 5 miles. It's not even worth it.
No, it's not.
So because you pay $3.50 a gallon, probably, right? And then I get 20 miles to
Yeah.
the gallon, so it's not that good.
No.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. So I said to Pat, I'm like, normally I would be not okay with this. Like I would be picking and choosing, which ones I wanted to do. But yeah.
How many hours a week do you do it? If you don't mind me asking.
If I do it at all, it just depends. Some weeks, like I've gone out in like an hour, I've done like $28.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be like, I don't really feel like being out anymore tonight because nearly 30 is pretty good for an hour.
Oh yeah.
Especially since I didn't drive that many miles, so it's like you're trying to keep your mileage down, so that you don't blow gas, really.
Oh right, of course.
And then some nights I've been out like 4 or 5 hours, and I've only made under 100. Like it sucks.
Oh, that's not good.
So it just depends. Usually I can tell like if I've been out for a little while and I
Yeah.
don't have a lot, and it's like I'm not getting pinged.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be
We're
like,
also
yeah, I'm
in
done.
an area that's saturated with drivers. I'm sure.
There's a lot in Haverhill for some reason.
Yeah.
But not in Lawrence and Methuen. There's always, you can always get him in Lawrence and Methuen, which is what we did. Because
Yeah.
that's the only place I could take him. You couldn't get
Yeah.
into Haverhill.
Wow.
Yeah. So we ended up in Lawrence a bunch of times.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
A lot of Chick-fil-A,
Yep. Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
Chipotle, bunch of like maybe a couple of smaller places.
Yeah.
But that was it.
I haven't delivered food in so long. My first delivery job was at a pizza shop in Methuen.
I know. You and the pizza.
I was like 21?
Uh-huh.
21?
Yep.
That was back in the day when you could make $80 to $100 delivering on a Friday night.
Oh, yeah, you could.
And that was maybe like, and actually more than that because you made the base salary.
Yep, you did.
And I'm talking about
And then
just tips.
you got to keep your tips.
So it was just the tips I'm talking. You made at least $100 on a Friday night.
I believe that.
Now back then too, I had bigger boobs.
Mm-hmm.
I was obviously younger. My hair was down on my butt. I was thinner. And
I think people gave you more tips because of that.
of course I did. I made sure my shirts were nice and low. I had cleavage to kill for. Well, maybe not so much. Not to kill for, to die for. I said that wrong.
To die for. I don't think they want. Maybe they'd kill someone for your cleavage. I don't know.
I don't know. And that
Who
wasn't that
would they
great.
need to kill for it, though?
Because it's right there.
It's not like you're going to
it's not like
be
I'm making
like,
it-
no way.
It's not like I'm like, listen, it's right here. I'm really not hiding it. It was this one place I went to. It was kind of weird. It was a second floor apartment, and I'm walking up the stairs, but like the way the door was at the top of the stairs, you couldn't go up to the top step. So you had to be. So the guy that answered was kind of like this muscle dude, who was kind of hot, and everybody knew this place. So I made sure I kind of pulled down my shirt a little.
Oh, it
bit.
was a place you went all the time.
Well, I've gone a couple of times. But
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. When you DoorDash sometimes, but you don't usually end up at the same places.
No.
It's crazy.
Right, because you're going all over.
Right.
Like, so back in the day when you worked for the local pizza shop,
Right.
you only went to a certain radius.
Yes.
So he opens the door, and, I had my hair kind of big and curly, and I had my lipstick on, and I, had the cleavage, because I was a double D back then.
Jeez.
Yeah, back
Holy
then.
crap.
I know. Thanks, Mom.
That's a lot of boobage.
Yeah, it was, there's a lot of boobage.
Oh, my God.
And I got a huge tip. And there was this other
You
time,
did.
it was like a half hour to close, and it was a kid. You could tell he was like maybe early teens.
Of course.
One sub, but it was like 2 seconds down the road. So
Okay.
So I ran it over. Now this was also back in the day. Like I said, I wore my baggy sweatpants. I rolled it down, and I wore like the white T-shirt. Again, I walk in, and I had I was cute. I was totally cute. And I walked up, and the kid, I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I stood properly, so my boobs were really out there. And he looked at me, and he gave me a 20. The sandwich wasn't even $10. And I'm like, okay, let me get you your change. He's like, no, he goes, you're good. Like, kind of like being cool about it. And the kid was like 12. And I know Mom and Dad are probably watching TV. And I said to him, I'm like, no. Hold on, get your change. He goes, no. And he goes, you're good. And I'm like, but you got one sub. And he said, no, you're serious. I go, this is like a $12 tip. And he said, no. He goes, you're good. Like, he was seriously just trying to be cool. Like, you could tell. And I'm like, okay. So I walked in there, right, and it was 20 minutes before he closed, and I looked at my boss. I said, they have 20 minutes to call me to tell me to come back and give more money back. I said, that kid gave me a huge tip. He's not working. He's younger than 15. I said he's using Mom and Dad's money. So if they call and say, listen, I was going to go back, give them, because I was expecting $2, maybe $3, because it was like a $8, $7, $8, because back then,
probably
was
$5.
Back then,
Remember how cheap the subs used to be?
Yeah.
You can get a sub for $5.
Oh yeah, and I think it was even a small too. So
Yeah,
honestly,
small like Fio's chips and
yeah.
a drink was like $5.99 or something like that at UMass Lowell.
But yeah, I told them. I said 20 minutes.
Yep.
I said they have 20 minminutes. If that phone does not ring, I don't care if it's 10
I'm
o'clock
assuming
in a
they
second.
never called.
They never called.
One day I was
They never
delivering over at those apartments near my house, the ones that you lived at or whatever.
Oh yeah,
And I could not find the lady because,
Oh,
like I remember how I told you, there's a million buildings back there and I didn't know they went that far back.
Yeah, they did. It's really bad.
So I could not find her anywhere. And I was trying to talk to her and I was texting her or whatever. And she had already given me a $10 tip on the app.
Yeah.
So finally, there's a woman in a car coming towards me, and it's her trying to find me in the lot. And I felt so bad because it was cold and shit.
Yeah.
And she wasn't young, and you could tell she worked her ass off too. She gave me a $20 bill.
But you know what? This is what you have to, and this is what people don't realize. She works hard for her money,
Yeah,
and she understands that.
she did.
And she understands that you're working hard for
She
your
did
money,
understand
too.
it.
And that's the thing.
And altogether, she gave me a $30 tip for that one.
Yeah.
Fucking, it was nothing. The order,
Honestly,
really. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it.
I always try
I
to
thought
tip.
that was so sweet.
I always try to tip really high.
Yeah,
Because,
and then I gave that guy a tip that night,
Yeah.
too, because I was like, oh, I feel bad. He's out in the cold. I should pay it forward.
Yep.
I got way too much money anyway. Might as well give it to someone else. Last night we did get we did get a tip from someone that was cash, but I don't normally get them.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare.
But it's you have to understand, and a lot of people don't,
Mm-hmm.
that it's usually the ones that never made a lot of money that. And
Yeah.
I'm not generalizing this as a whole. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying people with money are always like this. This
No,
is,
I tend to keep it for a reason.
I'm
That's
basing
why they're
this
wealthy.
on my experience is that people who usually struggle for money have a tendency to be bigger tippers because they understand that people are working their ass off.
I know.
I mean, at one point in time, I had 3 jobs.
I've had 3
I mean, it's crazy.
for sure.
It's crazy.
I've always had jobs,
Yeah.
like lots of them.
This has been the
Not
first
just
time
one.
in my entire life that I haven't had an actual
I know.
job.
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
It's been a very long time. And now that I have my license, I can't do anything with it.
Well,
That's okay.
there's a reason why you have to do this.
Yeah. Right.
No, I mean, the universe is
You always have to
setting
go.
you out for something.
The universe is always you're always where you're supposed to be at any given
That's what
time.
I mean. Like,
I've always
somehow you have to be there.
I've always felt that way. I've always felt that way for years.
Mm-hmm.
And everything happens for a reason, and that's okay. Because you know what, this is more important. Your health is more important.
It is very
and
important.
We're not gonna stay on too much longer because Sarah
This
and
is
I
true.
are going to watch a discovery
I'm so excited.
of witches.
I hope I'm going to like it. Because they were starting to irritate me a little bit before at the end of the other season.
Why? What was irritating about it?
I thought he was kind of a little annoying.
Well, most men are.
Sure.
Oh, did I
Okay.
say that out
No,
loud? Oh my
you
God.
did.
Did
It's
I say-
okay.
That wasn't me. That was.
No, that was all right.
I said it.
It's okay.
Just kidding. Don't worry. I still love.
But
men.
seriously,
Well, which one, man? You talking about Matthew?
yeah,
Okay.
he was kind of annoying me at the end of that season. I was hoping he'd turn it around.
Oh. Well, Diana's a badass.
Mm.
I love her.
She is a badass.
Yeah. This is a good season. It is a good season. But I really did enjoy it.
I'm still waiting on this Book of Life thing. Right?
Oh yeah.
That's what this season better be about.
Oh, honey.
That fucking book. Because
oh.
that's all we talked about
Oh, don't you worry.
for 2 seasons. Everything in the world has been working and whirring around this one book.
The Book of Life is there. It's there.
Good to know. And I'm glad we didn't have to talk about catheters after all. It makes me feel
Oh,
relieved.
wow, you had to circle back to catheter. God damn it. I'm on the phone with my aunt yesterday, right? Was it yesterday or the day before? And my mom's watching TV, and she's
Yeah.
playing on her new phone that she doesn't like.
Getting really annoyed.
And I'm talking to my aunt, and she's like, and she mentioned catheter. And, like, deep down in my head, I knew. But I'm like, what do you mean catheter? She's like, you don't know you're going to get a catheter? I was like, well, I think I did.
Yeah,
but
you are.
I wasn't thinking about it. And I said, Auntie Dottie, why would you tell me stuff like this? You knew I blocked it out. I put a block on it.
Yep.
And so then my mother looks at me and she goes, Jesus Christ, what is she telling you? It's like,
She has a good point. So when I had it done, I'll never forget this. The first time I'm sitting on the table and they're like, oh, so we're going to put this in now. I'm like, what? I'm like awake. Why would I want to know about that? He goes, well, he's like, I can put it in after you get your spinal.
that'd be great.
I'm like, all right, I guess. He goes, I need you to sit like this, though,
Yeah.
with your legs up like they're in a stirrup when I go to give you the spinal,
Uh-huh.
because your legs need to be at that position when I go to do the catheter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know. I've Googled pictures.
Yes, but here's what the bad part of that was.
Oh, God.
Okay. I didn't realize that when they give you your spinal,
Yeah.
your body kind of stops feeling wherever you were last. Right.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I got out of surgery
It's all making sense.
and I thought my legs were like this the whole time until everything wore off. And I was laying in the recovery room with my going, why won't my legs go down? And my husband was like, Sarah, they are on the ground. There's nothing there. I had the phantom feeling shit.
Oh,
And it was a half an hour of me like being wicked upset about my legs not going down, because it took a half an hour for like the spinal to wear off and then the morphine to kick in,
Yeah.
so that you didn't have that feeling anymore. And I was like, oh my God. So the second time I went to get it done, I was like, I don't know if I feel like doing that feeling for like a half an hour. So I was like, all right, you can put it in before you give me the spinal. So I got the catheter put in without the spinal.
Oh, see,
I didn't want to sit there half an hour again.
my aunt told me that they do it when you're out, and
You'll be fine because you won't know. So you're not getting a spinal. That's fine.
Right, and I honestly, there's a list of things that I need to tell them.
Yep.
I got to tell them about
do.
my hand, to be careful with my hand.
Yep.
I got to tell them about my knee, about my broken boob, and
They don't know about these things?
well, how would they know? I
I
haven't
don't
gone
know.
in
Isn't
yet.
it in your records, like what you've had done or not done or what's going on?
Yeah, but it's not in that record.
Oh,
I mean,
all right.
It's not at that hospital record. I mean, you know.
Okay.
So I got to, and I just found out about the implant being ruptured.
That's
That
true.
was great. I was so happy to hear that news. I was really
Yeah,
hoping.
but you already knew.
No, I didn't. I was
No, in
hoping-
your head, you kind of thought you'd.
Yeah, I had a feeling that.
Yeah,
something
see, you kind of knew. You had a gut feeling on it.
But honestly,
Like ahead of time, which is why you went and did it.
but in my defense, the last time I had a problem with a ruptured implant, I could tell it was ruptured. I could, and look at me, and it's this one. It's not this one. I had
Oh, that was the one you were not thinking it would be.
exactly. Yeah, it's
Oh, no.
yeah. So
So when they say something like that is ruptured,
it's got like
does that mean it's leaking into your system?
yes and no. So let's reel back here.
Okay,
So
okay.
The
Oof.
first implant, when I had the one implant, it was a saline one that was in the right side.
Yes, I remember that.
That ruptured. Saline solution went all over the place. But saline solution doesn't hurt you. It's just salt water.
No, it's salt water.
Okay. This is memory gel.
Okay.
So it's still in that capsule area where the implant's supposed to be in.
So it doesn't move
So
from the
none
location.
none of it has leaked anywhere
Okay.
into my system.
Oh, well, that's
I
good to know.
would have known that. I would have
That's good to know.
I would have felt off.
You would have?
Well, I hope so anyway. I mean, that kind of stuff's oozing through your body. I would think that I'd probably not feel good.
I would hope not. I mean, I hope you'd know.
Right, exactly. So I mean, again, so for me, that tells me the memory gel works. It's not,
That's true.
but I don't know when it ruptured. I have no idea how long it's
That's
been.
interesting. It's not the one you thought.
Well, the one.
What did
that
you
I-
say about the other side?
Well, the reason why I went to him was because of all the weight I have lost. I noticed a little bit of a
Yeah, you
difference
said it was
again.
different.
So I thought I was getting, because of some of the losing of the weight, I wanted to see, what my next steps would be.
Where'd they move to? Yeah.
And this one seems to be fine.
That's interesting.
This one's fine, and this one's not.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So needless to say, I have to have the hysterectomy, got to heal up, kiss that radio job goodbye that I was hoping to get,
Aw.
and then possibly August and September, probably get the, boob job fixed.
Wow.
It's not really a normal boob job. I mean, I
would wait until September because August is a
I have
fun
to
month.
wait too. No. I have to give my body time to rest from what's going on Tuesday.
Well, and also August is a fun month. The beach and stuff.
So is July and June.
Right. But you have all three.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I want to kind of enjoy my
I want you to be able to work.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. I want to kind of get acclimated to work.
Yeah, really important.
And then
Nice snazzy new phone.
right. I know it's very pretty.
Huge.
Yeah, it is kind of big. Well, it's this. That's the case. But then I have to push my knee out again, so I can't do anything with my knee until next year.
Oh my God. Well, maybe between the hysterectomy,
The boobs,
the boobs,
the knee,
and like us be careful with food, that you might see an improvement in a lot of things. You never know.
well, I have to.
I mean, I'm just saying the knee.
Yep. I have to lose a little more. I still have to lose more weight before the knee, so I'm fine with the whole.
You might be surprised how much. I mean, maybe it won't be as bad, you know?
Yeah, you never know.
And that there's all the cryotherapy thing
Oh,
I
yeah.
told you about.
Yeah, I don't know what I did with that information.
We'll find it again.
Yeah, but you know what? If it involves anything going into my knee, I'm not interested
I think
anyway.
you can handle it.
No, I don't want it.
All right.
I've had enough cortisone and gel injected into my knee. I'm done. I don't want anything else injected
Yeah,
into my knee.
I don't like the shots. They're very uncomfortable.
Well,
Well,
the
I
ge-
mean, they're temporary, so it's not the end of the world. But
The gel did nothing for me. The
yeah,
cortisone,
the gel does nothing.
The cortisone, no.
That
Honestly,
helps, I think.
I
No?
was always feeling really good for a few months after a cortisone shot. My knee did really well with cortisone. I just don't want any more of that in my system,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But so other than that, now the whole world knows about all of my ailments.
Well, now they can jump on board and help you out, make you and rally you. I mean, the 15 people
can-
that are actually
what are they gonna do to me?
listening. rally alongside you.
Rally alongside. How many am I
The
up to now?
15 people
All right,
that
we're
are
still
listening.
stuck on the 15.
Maybe 20. Do we want to go 20?
Well, you know,
Do you think we picked up some new ones from the Port Network?
I have 24 subscribers now.
Oh my God. Do you think Port pushed it over the top?
I have no idea if
Because
Port
he has
did.
a lot of followers.
I don't know, man.
I'm just saying.
I
He
don't-
has a lot of followers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we need them to follow me.
This is true.
But yeah, so we got to work on that, and we got to work on our videos this
Yeah,
year.
see, look at how many followers.
Let me see what he's got. I have more than that.
I know, but that's ones you don't have.
Oh yeah, well of course.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't mean it like I have more than that. Like I didn't mean
Like, these are all people that,
yeah.
they're help, a little bit more help, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
absolutely, absolutely.
Absolutely.
But listen, I think now that we've done some eating and talking about snow,
Yes,
and
snow.
talking about all the fun stuff that April's going to endure in the
Yep.
next 12 months.
Yep.
I'll definitely keep you guys posted. I'm gonna see if I can do any kind of pre-op videos like I did with my hand.
That's a good idea.
You know, I am gonna. I'm kind of hoping I can do this while I'm sedated. And hopefully, I can remember. But I'm gonna tell them, listen, when you guys do the cat, is there any way I can get dinner first before you guys violate me while
Yes,
I'm on cold?
please tell them to let you
You know,
eat something.
no, that's not what I meant. They're violating me. Can at least get dinner first.
You said that so matter of fact. I didn't even catch that as a joke. You're like, yeah, whatever.
Then I go like this. I said this to my mother. I said, you know what I'm going to tell them? Listen, just know that that's not my good side.
Oh my God! Don't tell them that. You're not even going to be awake. Wait, you'll be awake when you go in,
I know.
and they knock your ass out.
I know. Well, you know what I said when they were wheeling me into the operating room when I got my hand done.
What?
When they were wheeling me in, and I was going through the silver doors, and I said, "Okay, I've arrived. Let's do this." That's what I said. I know that's what I said.
Oh no, I've been there for those types of surgeries. Let me tell you.
But my hand doctor told me that they knew all about my podcast, and it was the way he said it. Because I went for one of my
Made
posts.
you know he was actually paying attention?
Well, it was one of my post stops. I was taking a picture of how gross my hand was for the page, and I said, "Oh, you know, after they took the cast off and before they recasted it again, I was taking pictures of like the incision and staples and stuff, stitches."
Remember that?
And I said, "Yeah, I'm just taking these pictures for my page. I have a podcast." He's like, "Oh, we know all about your podcast." It was like that's how he said it. I'm like, "You do?" And I went, "Anesthesia."
Oh, you were talking about it.
I was talking.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I'm like, oh,
You must have been going off on a tangent.
probably. I've also been known to ask my anesthesiologist out. I remember
He
that.
might have been attractive. Was it a woman or a man?
It was a man.
Oh, all right.
Hey, you know, if I'm under anesthesia and the woman's pretty, I'd probably be
I
like,
was
you know,
thinking that. I'm like, I don't think you'd care
No, probably not.
if you're under anesthesia.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But no, I remember that too. I remember it was one of my boob surgeries a million years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I asked him out for drinks.
Well, you tried.
I started getting sedated. I'm like, you want to go out
Ching
for
to ching,
drinks?
those anesthesiologists.
Still ended up dateless. Story of my life.
Well, they're not allowed to date patients.
Well,
It's against their rules.
yeah, but I wasn't a patient all the time. I was.
Doesn't matter. They have these
No.
rules, man. They can't. This violates it. What?
They
He
vi-
might have wanted to take you.
Let's not talk about the word violate anymore.
All right. No more violating of April this evening.
April's gonna be violated.
April is getting violated. April, I've been violated lots of times down there, so I'm with you.
Yeah. And
Yep.
and
it's all still here. Yay!
oh, I wish you guys could have seen the gesture that she just did. Right, still there. Yeah.
Yep, and all of the scar glory and everything else is still there.
Good times.
Good times, and I have the people in my life to attest for the fact that that exists,
Yeah.
and they're all kind of jerks.
I was. Sure.
I'm so glad I went through all that
I went through all that for you.
for you, but
And You're ungrateful.
whatever. Sure,
I don't have that.
I know.
I'm actually.
You're gonna have a scar. You're gonna be like,
I'm
I just lost this, and there was no reason for it. It's just I gave birth to 7 fibroids.
I'm gonna wake up and be like, I thought I was getting a tummy tuck. What happened?
Maybe you never know. It could end up being
I'm
like
gonna
one.
be flat stomach.
You might be,
I know,
depending how big those fuckers were.
all I know is when he was giving me just the abdominal exam, like he was just palpating my stomach and he said he could feel my uterus. I looked at him and said, I go through all of that fat?
You did not say
I
that.
did. I forget.
And what did he say?
Yes.
Oh my
But
God.
I said, but he didn't like say yes like it's fat, but he's like, no, I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm like, how fucking
Wow.
big is
How
it?
big were they?
Well, when he gave me the illustration with his hand about the fibroids, I said, oh my God, those look like grapefruits. He did this. I
And
swear
how
to
many is it?
God, there's only 2.
It's
But-
so big though.
But that doesn't mean there aren't the small ones that could still be in there. So
Yeah,
I
they
don't
could be in
know
there, too.
if these are brand new ones.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But no, he said that because my uterus is that large, they can't do it laparoscopic and they can't do the incision horizontally. It's got to do vertical.
I know. I can't believe that.
So I'm going to ask him, I
just
said,
gonna-
listen, while you're down there, just if you can take some of the fat out, that'd be great.
You do what you can while you're down there.
I won't say anything.
I
I
would
promise.
love it if
Just
somebody could have done that to mine.
if you can just.
I have this little pocket that's never going to go away. I've
Make me-
had it forever.
Maybe.
C-section
Well,
pouch.
maybe I might not look like I'm going to see now. I'm hoping to not look like I'm about to give birth after the surgery. That'd be kind of great. I'm actually going to ask him how much it weighs. Hopefully they'll weigh it because now I'm curious. I actually forgot what I had for an outro music.
Yeah, what's your outlook music going to be?
I don't know. I'll stop playing it in a second. But we are definitely going to wrap this up.
Yep.
So listen, Sarah, thank you for doing a quick 47-minute podcast that I wanted to do for 30 minutes, but I know how we are. So it's only 8 o'clock. We have time to watch at least 2 of those.
All right, that's good. That's good.
We're good. We're good. So thanks again. And I think that's all I have to. Oh, yes. Well, of course, we can't forget the last thing.
Oh, God. I'm going to mess it up.
No, you're not.
I do that a lot.
Email me anytime, April@thelilypadpodcast.com or
The Lilypad Podcast at gmail.com.
and we'll be seeing you on the Lily Pad.